Hello, welcome to Acoustic Spotlight, the program that features musicians performing in an acoustic setting. I'm your host, Rich Pietrzak. Today's spotlight falls on a singer-songwriter from Kissimmee, Florida, by way of Utah, Joseph Reni.
There's something in my heart, there's something in my heart. It's a fire, it's a fire, it's a fire, burning fire. There's something in my heart, there's something in my heart. It's a fire, it's a fire, it's a fire, burning fire. Singing you, put it there so you could be my hero and put it out for me. Put it out for me. Oh, and all I want is to be wrong. Singing, I'm not trying to say, no, I'm not trying to say I'm always right, but I'm always right. There's something in my heart, there's something in my heart. It's a fire, it's a fire, it's a fire, burning fire. Singing you, put it there so you could be my hero and put it out for me, put it out for me. Oh, aren't you so good? Aren't you so nice? Aren't you so good? Saying all I want is to be wrong. All I want is to be wrong. Singing, I'm not trying to say, no, I'm not trying to say I'm always right.
Welcome back to Acoustic Spotlight. I'm here with Joseph Reni. Joseph, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We started off the show today with the Fire song, and it's a love song, but is it a good love song or a bad love song?
That's a great question. It started off, the song started off just as a riff, and I came up with this idea of these words. There's something in my heart, it's a fire, and then you put it there so that you could be my hero and put it out. So it kind of was just like this idea of clever lyrics that I wanted to play with. Yeah, love song. Yeah, I guess would be the bad type, but I guess that's how it is. So.
Yeah. And is that a recently written song? Or?
No, that's actually one of my earlier written songs. Probably wrote that about 4 years ago. Yeah.
When did you begin to write your own material?
Probably. Well, my mother, she plays the guitar, and she taught me, a couple riffs. And that night I was writing songs, but they were probably the most wretched, clanging and clashing. I didn't know how to play chords, so it was this huge drive in me. And then when I was a sophomore in high school, I got in a car accident and basically spent all of my time playing guitar in my basement, kind of locked away. And that was when I really started to, I guess, make progress writing music. But none of it had lyrics at the beginning. That took a while before I presented words.
Right. And you mentioned your mother taught you the guitar. Yeah. Were you little when you started? Or?
No, I started. I guess I started freshman year of high school. I played the trumpet with some friends in a ska band, and we thought it. I don't know. At some point, you come to this point where you're like, I don't really like the music that I'm playing, and I'm the one playing the part of the music that I don't really like.
Right.
And so I really wanted to be able to sing or do something at the same time. And I was a big fan of some other musicians, but my main influence, what got me wanting to play guitar, was Raffi. I don't know if you're familiar with.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Baby Beluga and all of that. Watching those videos, and so originally when I started playing the guitar, I wanted to play kids music. That was my long-term goal. I wanted to become Raffi Part 2.
That's funny. Yeah. My oldest daughter, when she was little, I remember listening to those songs over and over again. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, he's Canadian, I think, isn't he?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I imagine he might still be around. Yeah.
I was just looking up that. I was looking that up recently. I think he's doing more presentations and tours about global warming. And
right. Yeah,
like
I remember he did kind of get environmental, into activism. Yeah. Well, have you written many children's songs or no?
I tried, but it's really hard. Writing a child song is much more technical and difficult, I would say, than writing some sort of postmodern rock song.
Right.
Something is super technical. It is, because you have to. I tried, and I've written about 2, and I don't think they fit the bill. So.
Yeah. I think because with just anything else, you can kind of write off of emotion and just how you feel, and here you're trying to actually structure something.
Exactly. You have to sit down with a pen and paper, and that first song, like you heard, is the Fire song is very, I guess it's almost child oriented. It's very playful, very fun, and I guess that's where that influence came from originally.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Now, is your any other members of the family musical, or just your mom?
Just my mom. I'd say everyone else doesn't know anything about music except for how to listen to it.
Didn't know if it was like growing up around everybody taking an instrument. And,
Come on, brother,
sing along.
With my sister on the fiddle. I did grow up in Utah, but that's not how it worked out. So.
When did you play out? To start.
Oh, I started with open mics. I started playing for my family, and kind of my brothers were real hard on me. It's like, you can play, but don't sing. That's what they'd always say to me. And so I was like, okay, I'll play. But then I'd play these open mics, and I'd start singing, and my brother would just go like this, like, John, why did you sing? And practice, I was able to pick it up. So.
Yeah. Well, how about playing and singing another song for us?
Okay, sure.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
I'm going to do a song called Ferris Wheels.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites. So.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll be right back after this break with another song from Joseph Reni on Acoustic Spotlight.
She will be beautiful. She'll have grace. She will smile when I put my hands along her beautiful, beautiful face. Oh, she will know the beauty of the soul lies in the eyes. She will know the beauty of the soul. Oh, the beauty of the soul. Yeah. We both love the Ferris wheel to stop on time. Yeah. Just like in every romantic movie that I've never watched. Oh, it will be so nice to feel the breeze while we're there. Oh, we'll see a house up on the prairie. Oh, our house will be so pretty. yeah. And when you don't feel so good, oh, the feeling will always end. Oh, the feeling will always end. Oh, the feeling will always end. And oh, the feeling. They will be beautiful. They'll have your grace. They will smile when you put your hands along their beautiful, beautiful faces. They will know the beauty of the soul lies in the eyes. They will know the beauty of the soul. The beauty of the soul, yeah. The feeling will always end. Oh, the feeling will always end. Yeah, now, oh, the feeling. Will always end now. Oh, the feeling will always end now. Oh, the feeling will never end. If it's not broke, then don't fix it. If the end is greater than me, and if it's not lost, then don't search it. What's lost can be better left unfound. See, I dreamt that I walked around inside of Ego's mind, oh, but I could not find the things I thought I'd recognize. So I hoped I might see life through his eyes. So please don't close your eyes when you're scared. Just open them up and I'll be there. And don't be afraid to care. Just go on, my friend, and fall in love with her. Just go on, my friend, and fall in love with her. Have their way of working out. And if it's not your part, just let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. So please don't close your eyes when you're scared. Just go on, my friend, and fall in love with her. And don't be afraid to care. Just go on, my friend, and fall in love with her. She will be beautiful. She'll have great.
We're back with Joseph Reni. Enjoyed both of those songs.
Yeah.
Both very nice. Let's talk a little bit about influences. You mentioned Raffi, but who else?
I guess I've gone through a series of influences, starting with Raffi, and then I one of my first albums was a Radiohead album. Really got into them, and then I've kind of evolved a little bit, got into some more rock music, heavier music, and then kind of calmed down again. Went through a phase, like bands like Mason Jennings a lot. I like bands like Sigur Rós. I like a lot of ambient music, a lot of sounds. Also, really enjoy vocal jazz music. Also, as well as gypsy jazz music.
Right.
Really big into Django Reinhardt. Listen to him a lot, which shows in some of my music, I think.
Playing it.
But definitely very kind of a strange. From Radiohead to Django Reinhardt.
Right,
So.
right. Yeah, well, it's good to have. Yeah, I mean, I have a wide range of taste. I shouldn't say it's good to have, but I can relate to that. You know, people would look at my collections and always go, "This is really, from Fripp and Eno to Hank Williams, that
like,
kind of
how
a thing."
How does this song relate to this song, and how do either of them relate to you?
But some of the names I'll throw out to you, people that just in listening to you remind me, like M. Ward.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Yeah, I've listened to some Ed Ward.
Yeah.
Not so much to the point where it would be an influence, I would say, but
right, yeah.
I've heard him. Yeah.
And Devendra Banhart.
I've gotten that a lot, but I've never actually listened to Devendra Banhart. Yeah, but I have gotten that quite a bit.
Yeah, and I think it's in that when you mention the jazz vocal style, it's kind of in that twist that you have a little bit where you do throw that in against the acoustic setting, because that's kind of what they're similar to. Sufjan Stevens too, a little bit.
Sufjan Stevens, I would say, probably has played an influence. I do really enjoy his music. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, and I like your playing too. You mentioned that you spent a lot of time doing that when you had your accident.
Yeah. So I mean, I spent the majority of my time playing guitar, and for the first little while, I was playing these more classical style, really picking-oriented things, no singing at all. Like I said, no singing, and I would try to sing, and I'd get shut down, and so really then, as soon as I started to develop a voice, that's when I tried to calm it down a little bit. So that's why a lot of my music is still very picking oriented, and I'll switch around in the song because I guess my bass always goes back to that plucking.
Right. Yeah. I notice at times he'll drop down to a very quiet tempo and very quiet sound on the guitar.
Yeah. It's for a lot of times when I'm writing music, I write different segments of the song, and then I just stick them together, and whether they fit or not, and I'll have this idea that I did yesterday or a week ago or a month ago, and I'm like, it's going in there too, and I shake it up and I just come out with it. And so sometimes I have different tempos in a song, which should be, I guess, obscene musically, and sometimes different rhythms and stuff, but it's I try to make it work. So
right. Now you play out. So do you have a website that people can go to?
I guess I'm on MySpace, MySpace.com/Songs of Jijo. Gejo, and that's what I've gone by a lot. Is that Gejo or Songs of Gejo, which is a nickname my mother gave me. So.
Well, I appreciate you coming down.
It's been my pleasure.
It was good to hear your material, and I would like you to do one more for us, if you would.
Sure, I'd love to. That'd be my pleasure.
Okay, and what are you going to do?
This last song is called "Cross the Line." It's I guess a tragic love song, right? As most good songs should be.
All right, well, thanks again, Joseph. And we'll be right back after this break with one more song from Joseph Reni on Acoustic Spotlight. Well, that's our program for today. We'd like to thank Joseph Reni for stopping by. Thanks to the crew, and thank you for tuning in. Let's hear one more song from Joseph, and we'll see you next time on Acoustic Spotlight.
You cross the line and then step back again. You grab my hand and you cry, and all the while I had dreamt another dream that said you and I. Say, but when you close your eyes, do you see me? And when you open them up, is it my eyes you try to find? You cross the line, oh, and then step back again. Well, maybe it's better for friends to just stay where I am and just pretend that I don't feel the way I feel about you. Say, but when you close your eyes, do you see me? And when you open them up, is it my you try to find? So they say, oh, he's perfect. You crossed the line and then stepped back again. You grabbed my hand and you had cried. Never again will I fall in love with a friend. I'll stay behind my line. Say, but when you close your eyes, did you see me? And when you open them up, was it mine? Oh, you tried to find how you tried